Yeah, areas and perimeter. Okay. So what exactly happens that any figure, okay, any figure, if it is a closed figure, right? Whether it's with of 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, or whatever. Okay, that are called what? It's a 3 sides, 4 sides. In this case, 6 sides. Okay. So these are basically called your polygons. Okay. Polygons, right? Because they all have sides. And so we'll be basically dealing with all these polygons. And apart from that, there will be another one, which will be, this circle, which doesn't have any side, right? So these are the ones we'll be actually dealing with, right, guys? So today we'll have to invent some questions all by ourselves as to study. But let's do it. Okay, no worries on that. Okay, not that very tough chapter per se. So yeah. So the first thing you should keep in mind is the basic formulas. Okay. Geometry mensuration is a place where we cannot run away from, remembering the formulas, knowing the formulas, right? So in this case, let's write it over here, something like this. Let's put it like this, and this is your perimeter. Okay. So one by one, let's say we are dealing with circle. Okay. So guys, what's the area of circle? What's the area of circle? Pi square. Yeah. What's the perimeter?
2 pi r.
Yeah. Now let's pick up triangle. What's the area of triangle?
1/2 base into height.
R base into height. Okay. Can you guys tell me any more formulas for triangle? So there's something like Heron's formula, right? How does that look like, Heron's formula? Let me write it here. Root under S into S minus A. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Pascal and triangle.
Yeah. Wherein S is what? S is
A plus
equal
B.
to
Semi-perimeter.
P by 2.
yeah. S is your semi-perimeter, right? Okay. That means the addition of all these 3 sides divided by 2. As far as triangle is concerned, can you guys tell me another formula?
So for
To
equal
find the
triangle, root 3 divided by 4a square.
root 3 by 4a square, that's for the equilateral triangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Right, guys? Okay. Can you tell me another formula for the area of triangle? Can we say half AB sine theta? How? How and what is this? Let's look at it. Okay. Whenever you say half base into height, this is your base, this is your height, right, guys? So to find the area of this base into height, try to understand the logic behind it. Okay, it's going to help you. You wrote half base into height, okay, which was nothing but essentially half BH sine theta. And sine theta means what? This included angle. This included angle between B and H. Right, guys? So half BH. How much is this angle? Because it's a right angle triangle. That's why sine theta, sine 90 is how much?
1, sir.
1. And that's why we reached over here half BH that you said. It's half base into height. That's how this half base into height. Okay. Interestingly, I mean, if you have this question to me, sir, how did we come to this conclusion that the area of circle is pi r? Okay. So the reason behind that, okay, I'll tell you. But the reason behind that, those people are supposed to know in detail, those who are in graduation, and in their graduation they are pursuing with BSc mathematics and statistics and things like that, right? So what actually happens that we find the area of some very small part, okay, some very small part, okay, and that is integrated, okay, integrated throughout its perimeter, okay, perimeter 0 to whatever is the perimeter over here, right? Okay, so it is integrated after finding it out this area, and then it is integrated towards the whole of the part, and that's how we come to this area of circle or the area of a square, okay, sorry, the area of sphere or the hemisphere, right? So that's how it works out. But since we'll be only dealing with 2D over here and not 3D, like sphere, hemisphere, cylinder, cone, that those things we won't be dealing with, right? So it suffices when we just remember that the area of circle is pi r square and the perimeter is 2 pi r. Right, guys? Moving ahead, let's pick up square. Okay. Area of square is a square. Okay, before moving ahead, apologies. What is the perimeter of triangle? Is it A plus B plus C? Guys, is it A plus B plus C? Any doubt over this? Yeah, absolutely. It's A plus B plus C. Yeah. When A plus B plus C are your three sides. So your area of this square is ABCD. Right, guys? And how did we come up to this formula? The basic formula over here is that for triangle, you had half AB sine theta. Okay. Over here, we are dealing with two triangles. Right, guys? Since we are dealing with two triangles into two So that means AB sine theta. But what do you mean by A and B? These are the sides. That means both are same. That means A is equal to B. That means A square sine theta. And sine theta is what? That included angle. And you know that between all these angles, all the four angles, what is the angle that they are subtending? It's 90 degree. That guys, whether we take it this one, this one, this one, or this one. Right now. So sine theta, basically over here you'll plug in sine 90. How much is that? A square. Anybody who is not following me, I'm just telling you, like a few of the formulas which derivation is easy. Okay. We don't have something like integration or differentiation in that place. Now you guys realize why we write this as a square. Or you can also assume it, you can also imagine it something like this. Okay. There is a plank of length A and a unit or negligible unit, value of its width, unit digit width. This width, which is very negligible, right? Okay. And if you just stack this plank one over the another over the third, fourth, fifth, will we get this entire square? Will we get this entire square? Right. So that is also another way of thinking. Right, guys? But you remember this one? It's easy. Okay. And over here, then people will, integrate 0 to 1. I've lost the integration and differentiation. Okay. You guys did not study 10th standard properly. I did not study my 12th standard properly. That's the reason. And then they will find out the area of this plank, a particular plank, and then they will just run this limit from 0 to 1 or whichever way it is possible. Right, guys? Let's move front. And obviously, 4A is going to be on the perimeter. Okay. Perimeter will be 4A. Right, guys? Any one of you thinking that sir is teaching just too basic these formulas, I know XYZ. You are right. Because your questions will also be this way only. Right, boys? That's why I'm telling you this way. Next is your rectangle. What should be the area of rectangle? Okay, let's say it's
Length into breadth.
length into breadth. That means A into B. By this logic that we all talked about, the triangle was half AB sine theta. In this case, what should be the another one over here? It's A square sine theta. Okay. So for any quadrilateral, let's say it's a parallelogram. Okay. How will you find out the? I give you A, I give you B, I give you this thing as 60 degree. Okay. Cosine theta. Let's not go into numbers now. We'll go into numbers. So this is 30 degree. With this logic that we were talking, okay, triangle is half AB sine theta. Twice of it is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a polygon. with four sides. Okay. Whether it's a square, whether it's a rectangle, whether it's a rhombus, whether it's a parallelogram, or whether it's a kite. Right, guys? So in that case, we have got two sides over here, one bigger side and one smaller side, A and B. And what will be our area over here? AB sine theta. Are you guys, getting apprehensive that I'm writing theta, sine, XYZ, and something like that? Trust me, it's not that. Okay. So over here, what will be a perimeter? 2 times A and 2 times B. Right? 2 times A and 2 times B. That should be the case. That means twice of A plus B. That will be our perimeter. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's solve a few of the questions over here. Okay. We studied circles, we studied square, we studied triangle. Yeah. As far as your AFCAT preparation is concerned, guys. Okay. These three figures are the pretty much everything that you will be asked. There is little to less to no prevalence of geometry, even 2D geometry. Okay. But they may not ask you some questions, some XYZ questions. Okay. Let's start and do a few of the questions. Okay. Also, guys, what is hectare? What is hectare? Okay. Let me check. I'm not quite sure. It is 0.1 hectare to square meter. So this thing, this hectare thing, keep that in mind. Okay. It's getting repeated year by year. I mean, not year by year. I mean, it's getting repeated very frequently. Okay. Hectare means 10,000 meters square. Okay. Right, guys? So keep that in mind whenever you are dealing with hectare. Okay. They will tell you that hectare 1,000. Many times they will tell you that let's say there is a field. Okay. And in that field, that's a 2 hectare field, and in that field, horse is grazing. Okay, the horse is grazing, and that horse is tied with one corner of that square-shaped field. So tell us that how much amount of grass he can actually graze. You have to basically find out this area or the entire area, right? So let's do a few of the exercises. Hectare thing, do this research. They might surprise you. Sometimes they can surprise you with yards as well. What is yard? Okay. What is yard? Just do your own research on that side. Since it's not that prevalent, and there have been an instance they asked this hectare in serious examination as well. And that's only once that has happened. Okay, only once. Okay, so if you just want to be prepared, okay, just in case I'm telling you, if you want to chuck this out, that's also okay. Like that much of risk can be taken. Okay. So let's start with a few of the questions, gentlemen. Yeah, ladies. So yeah, let's start with this question itself. You got a field, okay, a rectangular field. And in that rectangular field, you have got 4 cows stationed at 4 different points A, B, C, and D. Right, guys? The length and breadth of this rectangle is 10 meters and 5 meters. Right? The length of the rope with which the cows are tied is 1 meter. Right? And the cows cannot graze in somebody else's facility. Why? Because this field is barbed. Okay. This is all that was around this field. Okay. So you have to tell me what is the total area grazed by 4 cows and if, and listen, if this area, let's say this area alone is the appetite, this much of appetite for 1 cow, how many cows can this field feed to the cows? I mean, 1 cow is eating this much of land. I mean, the grasses on this much of land. So how many cows can we accommodate in this entire field? So these are the 2 questions that I want you to solve. Total number of cows or any cattle or whatever that can be accommodated. Yes, guys.
Sir, are those cows tied at the corners of the land?
Yes, at A, B, and C and D. A, B, C, and D. Your first question is what is the total area grazed by 4 cows? And the second question is how many cows this field can accommodate. This is 5. By the way, they have asked this question. Some similar sort of question.
Sir, area grazed by 4 cows is 2 pi, sir.
2 pi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll verify that.
So
Okay.
the total number of cows will be 25 by pi, sir.
Okay, we'll check that as well. Thank you so much. 25 by
Pi, sir.
yeah. Let's work it down. What does it look like? Let's work together. And what did I tell you? The length of the rope with which the cows are tied is 1 meter. In examination, they won't give you a figure like this. Okay. Giving you a figure like this at least makes some sense. Right, guys? Since this is fenced, right?
Sir, answer like total area is 5 meters square.
Yep. Who is that?
Sir, Harita.
5 meters square. Okay. I mean, whatever the unit is, And somebody also mentioned 2 pi. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, I have made a calculation mistake, sir. It is pi.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the length is 1 meter. Yeah. Anybody who wants to contest this one? Okay. So you see that if we graze a cow over here, yeah, thank you so much, both of you, for participating. Thank you so much for helping me out. Okay. So you see that each of these 4 cows are stationed at the 4 corners, right? So if they are stationed in 4 corners, imagine, let's zoom in one of the corners. Okay. They are stationed here. Okay, they are stationed here. And the length is 1 meter and they can only graze up till this much. I hate my drawings. Yeah. They can only graze this much. Guys, because these are fences over here, they cannot really go beyond this point. Ideally, a cow, she doesn't care whose land it is, whatever XYZ. Okay. She will go anywhere she wants. But over here it is barbed. She cannot go onto somebody else's land. So, what is this? This is basically your what? Half of the semicircle. Okay, just a quadrant. Right? It's a quadrant. And how many such quadrants are there? 4 of it. 4 of such quadrants are there. And if we include all these 4 quadrants, what we'll get? Will we get a complete circle? Yes or no, guys? Obviously, we'll get complete circle. Or otherwise, you do U4 multiplied by this area. This will be a 1/4 of the circle. Why we are doing it 4 into? Because A, B, C, D, all the lengths are same. Okay. Into pi r square is the area of circle. Is the area of one complete circle. So what will be the area of one quadrant? Pi r square divided by 4. Right, guys? This gone. Your r is how much? The length of the rope. So that means that is pi. Or if you can simply imagine that we are dealing with 4 different quadrants. We are dealing with 4 different quadrants here, here, here. So it will essentially give us a full circle, and we know the length of the rope, that will be your radius. Right, guys? That will be your radius. So the full circle is there, a radius is there, pi r square. R is what? 1. The length of the rope. Right, guys? Now let's delve into other question. I hope these questions are not disturbing you, unless otherwise they want to have some fun. They really want to make the paper very tough. So they will include things like hectare, okay, and whatnot. That, I mean, we are generally use no kilometer, meter, okay, and all that. These units we generally work with, right? We don't really work with hectare, miles, and things like that. So they might surprise you if they decide to do so. Please be prepared, and there won't be more than one question from areas and perimeter, right? Yeah. So, guys, I told you. Okay. What did I tell you? I told you that area is pi some unit square. Okay, I mean meter square. Yeah, 5 meters square over area was in meters. Right, guys? And this is the area for 4 cows. 4 cows. Okay. And what will be your total area over here? Guys, what will be your total area? It will be 50. Yes, Dinesh. Welcome back. Good morning. The total area of this entire rectangular field will be how much? 50 meters square. Total area of this rectangular field. Okay. One of the cows, if 4 cows graze in 5 meters square, so one cow will graze in 5 by 4 meter square field. Right now.
Yes, sir.
So this one cow will graze in 5 by 4 meters square, and you have a total area of 50 meters square. So how many cows you can accommodate? In that case, it will be area divided by each cow. Right, guys? And what is your area? I mean, it's asking, it's like asking that, you go to a temple, okay, there are 10 beggars, and the cost of feeding one beggar is, let's say, 100 rupees. No, let's think it that way. The cost of feeding a beggar is 100 rupees. And you have 2000 rupees in your pocket to feed them, let's say. Okay. So how many beggars will you be able to feed? Yeah, you cleared FSB, and now you are all planning to join academy. So that's why you are just so happy you went to Tirupati Balaji, and you were like, or maybe, Polachi, or maybe some other places there. Yeah. And you were like, hey, come on, we'll gonna feed some beggars. I've achieved something in my life today. Hey, how much will be that? So that will be 2000 divided by 100. That means how much you have total divided by how much it is costing for one. How much area you have in total? 50 meters square. And how much it is being spent on one cow? 5 by 4. 5 by 4. Which is equal to how much? 200 by 5. Okay. Now you will ask me, sir, how can the number of cows be in 200 by 5? Okay. Let me answer to this question of yours by using my calculator. I'm just so lazy today. 200 divided by, sorry. Doesn't work out in this one. 200 divided by 22 into 7. Okay. So how much will be your answer? How many cows, guys? Now look at this. Can you say 63.63636364 cows? Okay. Can you say 63.636364 cows? It doesn't happen that way. Either. What did I tell you? In old times, people had their cattle, cows, and sheep and things like that. And they used to count using the papers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, your answer will be 63. Right, guys? And why not 64? Because we do not have enough space for feeding the 64th cow. You see, it's in the fraction. Right, guys? It's in the fraction. That's why your answer will be 63. Or if you have just left it at 200 by pi, that's also okay. Right, guys? Let me give you another problem. Before I leave you, since I haven't made my PPT, I'll make my PPT today with you. So all these 10 of this has have to be filled. Right? So sorry for that. What do? You guys are choosing to join Faujis and there is no democracy. That's the only place where there is no democracy. You have to listen as it is. That's it. Okay. But anyways, we have a square field. Right, guys? That square field is of 10-meter long. Right. And in that, I want to build a square shaped garden. Like this, we want to build. This is 1 meter. Okay. This is also 1 meter. Everywhere it is the breadth is 1 meter of the garden. Okay. You have to find out area of garden. That's your 1. And 2, you need to find out what is the area where there is no garden. Okay. Or in simple terms, area of this square minus garden. Okay. Any doubt, ladies and gentlemen, in this question? This is a square shaped. This is a square shaped field. In that field, the person wants a garden in this plus shape. So you have to find out what is the area of the garden and what is the area of this shaded region. Shall I do it in yellow? Okay, let me do it in yellow. One more. This one. Yeah, use yellow, I think. Yes, guys. I mean, do not watch me fiddle around this tool. You're supposed to do your question. There are a lot of color options here, but not there. Take one. Yeah, who is that?
81 meter square.
For the first one.
Yes, sir.
And the second one?
19 meter square.
How come? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, we'll verify, but please take your time. 1 minute of your time. Just give me one moment. Okay, I'll just come in 1 minute, okay? Yeah. I can hear you, but I won't be able to reply you as always, okay? I'm just coming quick, yeah? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all of you have got the same number or a different number?
Yes, sir. Same, sir.
Same number. Okay. Okay. So this 81 meters square that you have got. Okay. Which one is the garden that you guys have assumed? Guys, this plus shape.
Sir, that yellow shade.
No, sir. Yellow one.
Okay, you guys have assumed the yellow ones. Okay. I mean, I basically asked you that to assume that plus shape as the garden. Okay, but no worries. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You guys got the logic. Okay. So what I was telling you guys up till now that this plus, one moment, let's change the color of it, maybe blue. Yeah. So he wanted to have his garden in this shape. This is what I was telling. Okay. But no worries. Okay. The chaps have found out their area assuming this square shape, the yellow shaded ones as the garden. Okay. So they have said 81 and 19 meters square. Okay. And their answer is correct. Okay. Apart from you two, I would like to ask, okay, this is the area of garden. Okay. Yellow shaded. The area of path, let's say. Okay, it's the area of path. Blue shaded. Okay. I will ask. Good morning, Shailesh. Looks like the first person to join. Yeah. First up my class.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Shailesh.
Yes.
So in this, the boys, the participants, your friends and my students have found it out. The area of garden, which is
Yes.
shaded in the yellow says yellow one, is 81. Okay. And this blue one is a path. Right.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
listen to my question very carefully. Okay. And what if I say you that I want to have a garden in that blue area and the path, the lawn on the yellow area? In that case, what will be the area of garden? You have your answer on the board itself. You just have to think little slightly unorthodox. Okay. So do not think conventionally.
Then that means the area of
Correct?
the path, the area of garden, the newly blue one is garden, right? Currently,
Yes,
according
yes.
to you.
Yeah.
Then it is 19 meters square, sir.
Yeah. Absolutely. We don't have to calculate. We'll just interchange this.
Yes, yes.
Right
Sir.
now, we'll just interchange this. Why am I telling it over here is that many a times it doesn't strike in examination. Okay. Many a times it doesn't. Thank you so much, Shailesh. Really appreciate your participation, buddy. So it doesn't really strike them. It doesn't really strike them in their examination. Okay, that's the problem. Earlier it was yellow and now it became blue. Okay, I mean earlier the garden was this yellow shaded region and now your garden is blue ones. Okay. So it has just got interchanged, right? We don't have to find a completely new thing all from the beginning to the end itself. Right, guys? So the logic has to be kept in mind. Let's move. Okay, let's try to make this a little bit challenging. You have a square. Okay. If you get this one, you have understood everything. That means you are done with this. I mean, this circle is touching over here. Okay. There is this rectangle. Okay. It's O, it's A, it's B, it's C, it's D. For the rest of our class, we'll just post-mortem this sum alone. Okay. And then you will appreciate the beauty of mathematics. Okay. This is a rectangular one. AL is 2 centimeters. AM is 1 centimeter. Your question is, find the radius of the given circle. Yes, guys. By the way, this is a previously asked question paper of CDS. And if you understand it this way, AFCAT guys, I mean, area and perimeter, sleep peacefully. Okay? Just think. Do we have any architecture? Architect in class, do we have any BR guys? You need to construct. And how will that construction look like? That's what you need to think. Yes, guys. Okay, take your time. I'll just take another 1 minute to fetch water and then I'll tell you guys. Yes, guys. Any breakthrough?
Sir, so 3 centimeter.
3 centimeter. That's the radius of the circle you are saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll evaluate that. Good try. How did you reach this number?
Sir, as the AL and AM centimeter with that, I have calculated that the size in which exactly it will cut the half quarter of the circle is 1.5 centimeters, sir.
Did not get you. Please tell again. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So when we cut this circle into 4 parts,
Yes. Okay.
we will
So
be
you
having that
are you
curve, sir.
basically drawing something like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Then
So for getting the center of the circle,
Mhm.
the centimeter in which it's cuts at the center is 1.5 centimeter. The
okay, one.
space,
Yeah,
so I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, yeah. Let's X and let's put it Y. Yeah. Can you tell where exactly which space you are talking about?
Yes, sir. So the exact middle point between A and X and A and X will be 1.5 centimeters, sir.
How did you conclude that?
So AL distance is 2 centimeters, sir.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
AN distance is 1 centimeter. As it
Yeah.
is a square, we will be having the same distance
No,
of
no, no.
AX and AY, sir.
It's not a square. This ABCD is a square. Okay, ABCD is a square.
Sir, but if a circle wants to meet at all the points of the one polygon means it should be a square, right, sir? It cannot be presented inside a rectangle.
It can, yeah, it has to be. ABCD is a square, obviously, yes.
Yes, sir.
ABCD is a square. But
Sir, the circle is touching at all the sides,
yep, yes,
all the
yes,
four sides.
yes.
So
But
the AX and AY will be a same length, sir.
yeah, absolutely. You are coming here to the answer. Cool.
Yes,
What's
sir.
the next? That is the radius? Yeah. Think.
So, yes, sir. So it is a 2 centimeter and it's 1 centimeter. So getting the equating both to this 1.5 centimeter will be that middle point between A and X and A and Y, sir.
Mm. Okay, okay. So you are basically saying that there will be 1.5, 1. I mean, of this size, you are basically stacking one over the another, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So 1.5 into 4 will be one side.
Okay, 1.5 into 4 will be your one side. Like 4
Yes,
of it
sir.
we can stack, right?
Yes, sir. 6 centimeters, sir.
6 centimeters. Okay.
And half of it will be the radius, sir.
Okay. But we have assumed over here that the rectangular, this AM and L. Okay, this small one, which is just touching over here, this one as 2 and 1, right? In your case, you are changing the dimension of all this smaller one. Let me highlight it. You do not want to give up, Shruti. Yeah, I like it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do not. By your definition, by your answer, if you are saying that this is 4 of it over here, okay, that means 2, 2, 2, 2. This is the entire length, AD, basically, right? This is how you are imagining, Shruti?
Sir, yes, sir. But I thought it won't be a 2 centimeters, so 1.5. So in a quarter, if you want to exactly cut the distance between the two sides will be same, sir. So with
Yeah.
that, I have calculated that that's 1.5.
Sorry for interrupting you. So you are basically saying AN is not 2 and it should be 1.5.
Yes, sir.
Cool. That's
Because uh, in a circle, it should be meet at the same exact point to get touched with the circle, right, sir?
yeah, it will touch. Look, as long as ABCD is a square, the circle will fit into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as long as ABCD, the bigger one is a square, it will fit into it. But over here, at this point, you will have the freedom to make a square or a rectangle or whatever XYZ things you want. You can even put a circle over here. Okay, and people
Okay,
do
okay,
put
sir.
in a circle as well. Okay, that solves
Okay,
the
sir.
problem type. Right, guys?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I'm getting answer like radius is 5.
Radius is 5. Who is that?
Harita, sir.
We will evaluate that. Anybody else? Guys, apart from these guys here. Rajesh, thank you so much for calling me, buddy. It saved your time. Otherwise,
So
I would have.
actually, I'm getting two values for radius, like 1 and 5. So one may not be a
One
radius,
is
so I
not
choose.
possible. One cannot be possible. Yeah. You got that. You got that. So shall we tell? Okay, shall we move for the class? Okay. This was $1 million question. They used to ask it in CAT, and then now they have slowly started asking in CDS as well. Okay. We'll redraw this figure. Okay. Look, guys. Look, Shruti. It's a square. And over here we have a circle up. Please pardon my help. It doesn't work out on this, pen tab and all. And I'll just use to pen and paper. Yeah, much better. Good. Over here it's A, M, N, L. This is 1, this is 2. Okay. So at this point you got your center, guys. Okay. Let's do a little bit of construction. Let's join the point ON. Okay. And we'll drop a perpendicular exactly the way Shruti told us to do. So far with me, are you guys? This is X, this is your Y. Okay. Just change the pen color. Yellow. Let's work with yellow. Can we do it like this, something like this? Yeah, I mean constructing. Guys, from L, we are constructing something. Right. We are just making this LN, which was basically 1 unit or whatever centimeter, to extend. Right, guys? We are just extending it. Similarly, the other side, MN. MN is how much? MN is equal to AN because it's a rectangle which is equal to 2. Now we'll do it like this. Cool, guys. If you just let me. Is it visible? Guys,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
cool. So we had it over here O and let's name this one, this intersection as P and this intersection as Q. Okay, this is Q. So if you look closely, guys, POQN, is it a square or a rectangle or whatever? Yeah. Not square. Let's not go with square. That's a pretty extreme state. Is it a rectangle? Or let's not worry about the rectangle. Tell me, PN, is it equal to OQ? Yes or no, guys? Yes, no. PN is equal to OQ, which will also be equal to XL. Boys and girls, take your
Yes,
time.
sir.
Take
Yes,
your
sir.
time to process it in your mind. Shruti, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Try and draw this on a pen and paper. Whatever pen and paper you have it on your hand, on that end. Okay. And what is this value? X, L, P, and OQ. We know LA is equal to 2. So this is what? XL. This was basically nothing but your radius minus 2. Guys, are we closing in? This OQ, this entire OQ is your what? This is your radius, no boys? This is your radius. We don't know what is that radius is. This is what we need to find. So we'll assume it as R. Okay. So in that case, OQ from this point to this point only, from this point to this point only. Can you see my cursor? It will be R minus 2, right? Guys. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Over there. Yeah. Thank you so much for opening your mouth today, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating. Yeah. So basically your OQ is what? R minus 2. Isn't it, guys? LA will just reduce this LA. And similarly, if I have to ask you, what is NQ? What is OP is equal to NQ, which is equal to what is this? M and Y. What is this? Will it not be equal to how much it will be equal to? Tell me. Guys,
1, sir.
R minus 1. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody in the class who did not get it, please ask. Please ask. So R minus 1. Now, let's. Okay, cool. And go with the eraser. Now, look at it carefully, guys. We have got OQ is equal to R minus 2. And we have got OP. Okay, OP is basically nothing but your NQ as well. Is equal to R minus 1. Let's draw it. Okay, this is the triangle we are essentially talking about. This is your OQ. This is R minus 2. This is your NQ. This is R minus 1. Right, guys? So far, are you with me? And this is your R. Now tell me what is the value of R from here, other than Shruti, Harita, Abhikaran, and no, Rajesh Khanna, Ajit Kumar, except all that. I mean, okay, let's keep it open for the floor, except 2-3 guys, those who already answered. Guys,
Sir, Pythagoras theorem.
yeah, Pythagoras theorem, just apply it and tell me what is the answer. I don't want to calculate, come on. I want you to do the heavy lifting. But it's not heavy lifting either. Shall I erase this? Guys, shall I erase this? Look, it's a Pythagoras theorem. Those of you R1 square, R minus 2 whole square will be equal to R square. Basically, the hypotenuse square will be equal to your perpendicular plus base square. Right, guys? Right now. Trying to solve this one. Or if you just look carefully, what did Shruti say? What did Harita say? 5. Okay. If you put 5 over here, what will you get? Okay. 3, 4, 5 as your answer. Okay, I mean the sides, the 3 different sides. This will be a 4. this will be a 5, and this will be a 3. Right, guys? And 3, 4, 5 is what? It's a Pythagorean triplet. Right. So 5 is the correct answer over here. And 1 cannot be possible because for the smaller rectangular that we were dealing with, there its length was 1. Okay. So obviously the radius of that circle which is there, that has to be more than 1. Right, guys? So let's just solve it. A square plus b square minus 2ab plus a square 4 minus 4r is equal to r square. This r got cancelled. Another r is remaining here. Minus 6r plus 5 is equal to 0. How much is that, guys? How much is that? Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, 3, 2. Okay. So r square. No, we can't do even 3, 2. Okay. Let's go to formula. Let's go by formula wise in that case. Not a very big fan of formulas. So minus b. Guys, did I do the calculations right? R minus 1, R plus 2 whole square is equal to R square, A square plus.
It's correct, sir.
Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah. So minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. 4ac means 20 divided by 2. Do you know, guys, this formula? AFCAT, algebra, there isn't much of a prevalent. Okay, algebra is not much prevalent. Slightly, I'm telling you, this is from algebra. Okay. In order to find the square roots, there's another way, and we use a formula called minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a. Right. And what are these a, b, c? Let's say x square plus bx plus c. Right. So a is your x square coefficient, b is your x coefficient, and c is your constant. But anyways, we are studying areas and perimeters. Sorry. Yeah. So this is your 16. 16 means that is 4. So let's just check it out, entire thing, and just write 4. So if you write 4, plus and minus is also there. So which will give you 10 divided by 2, 1 will give you 5. 10, 6 minus 4, that is 2, that will give you 1. Okay. 1 is not possible because radius has to be bigger than the the length of breadth, whatever it was, whatever dimension it was for the the smaller one, right? Right, guys. Right? Shall we move? Anybody
Yes.
not get it, guys? Let's try to do some more problems. Okay. Yeah. So we have equilateral triangle. Okay. Guys, I'm forming this question all by myself, so please take the values with a pinch of salt. I apologize to you in advance if you come across lengthy calculation, okay? But I'm trying not to do that. Okay. So in this equilateral triangle, a perpendicular has been drawn. Okay. This is your 90 degree. Like this. And you have to find the length of the perpendicular. Okay. The size is A units. Okay. Find the length of this perpendicular AD. You guys must have studied it in formula, or if you have not studied,
Root
we'll
3
be
by
deriving.
2.
Root 3?
By 2.
Root 3a by 2, no? Yeah,
Root 3 ATO by 2.
that's correct. Anybody else who'd like to contest Rajesh answer?
Root 3a by 2.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so guys, look. It's an equilateral triangle. All of this will be 60 degree. Yeah, all of this will be 60 degree. All of these angles will be 60 degree. And when a perpendicular is dropped, specifically in an equilateral triangle, what actually happens that D is not only the midpoint, it's the median, it's the perpendicular, or whatever. Okay, there are those 3-4 concepts like median, perpendicular, altitude. Yeah, altitude. It's all the same. Okay, which essentially means that BD and DC, both of it will be A by 2 and A by 2. Right, guys? Right? Now let's draw this. Apologies, this length should not be this way. D, C, A. Right? This is your 60 degree. This is your A by 2. This is your 90 degree. This is your A. Right? So what will be this at this angle? This will be automatically 30. Guys, 30. So whether you want to, yeah, it's 30, right? Absolutely 30. Had it been anything else, some obtuse angle triangle, acute angle triangle, then it would not have been 30. Yeah. But as far as equilateral triangle are concerned, it will bisect this angle, right? Maybe we are not dealing with angle much, but let's just understand for the sake of understanding, right? Yeah. So in that case, if you leverage this Pythagoras theorem, it's a 30, 60, 90, it's a right angle triangle. So what is that? A square minus A by 2 whole square is equal to AD square. Right, guys? This is what? This is nothing but your Pythagoras theorem. Guys, is this a Pythagoras theorem? So, which is nothing but A square minus A square divided by 4. Let's just keep it under the root. It's 3A square divided by 4. Root 3A by 2. Guys, did you get it? How did we reach over here? Okay. There is something I wanted to mention. Okay. Let's mention it this way. I wanted to make you guys calculation easy. Okay. what did we observe? What did we observe? In a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay. The one that is opposite to in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. From this I'm concluding. Concluding. Just listen to me carefully. It will make your calculations easy. That's the only purpose of doing it. Right, guys? Okay. In a 30, 60, 90 triangle, you will be finding the dimension that you will be finding to the opposite of this 30-degree. The dimension opposite to 90-degree will be double of it. Guys, so far, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. So automatically it will become how much? A. I mean, A by 2 into 2, that will become A. Right, guys? And the value opposite to 60-degree. Guys, CDS maths paper. Okay. There is a lot of application. Okay. So we'll be studying over there as well. Okay. But it's trying to understand it from here itself. So if 30 opposite is your A by 2, the 90 opposite will be A. And correspondingly, the 60 opposite, the dimension, the length of the side opposite to the 60-degree angle will be root 3 times of the one which is opposite to the 30-degree. Root 3 times A by 2. Okay. Right, guys? So in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, if it is x degree, your 90-degree, the opposite to that will be your 2x degree, and 60-degree will be 3x by 2 degree. Root 3x by 2 degree. Remember this, guys. It helps like hell, I tell you. Okay. Open to the class. This challenge is open to the class. If let's say if the side opposite to 90-degree is 4x, what will be this and this? Without doing calculation, without forming a triangle and something like this, without using Pythagoras theorem, what should be the answer over here in your opinion?
2 root x, sir.
Root x. Who is that? Harita.
Sir,
Root x.
2 into 2. 2 root x.
2 root x.
Sir,
Okay.
root of 2x, sir.
Root 2x. This is what you are telling.
Yes, sir. Like,
Okay. And this one? This one?
the same, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, what actually happens is that over here, okay, over here, this is your diagonal. Let's say we are working with square. Okay. If we are working with square, all this will be equal. Will be equal, no, guys. This one will be how much? 45 degrees. This one will be how much? 45 degrees. Right, guys? Are you with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Let's just write it like this. In that case, okay. We just cut it half in between. This is a 45 degree. This is a 45 degree. I'm not writing it. Okay. This is equal to this is. Okay. This is your obviously 90 degree. So how do you find the diagonal over here? This is A, and this is your diagonal. Let's call diagonal BD. So what is the value of BD over here? What is the value of BD over here? It's root under, even if you use the Pythagoras theorem, A square plus A square. Right, guys? Root under 2A square, which is nothing but A root 2. Guys, is nothing but A root 2. That means if it was A, these two sides were A and A, the sides opposite to 45 degrees. This side, this AB became what? Root 2 times A. Right now. So in that case, if it is 4x, that means 4x is what? 4x is already root 2 times A. No, I mean this is what? This is the opposite of 90, I said, guys. The opposite of 90. This is root 2A. Are you with me so far? Are you with me? Or is it Greek
Sir.
to you guys? Cool. I know for many of the guys it can be Greek. Okay. But no worries, it will come with practice.
There is an
Stick-
answer root 8x.
Sorry?
There
Yeah.
root 8x.
Root x or 2 root 2x. Really valid. Okay.
Okay,
So over here, this A is how much? 4x divided by root 2. So if we do like this and like this, above and below, both of these sides, we are just trying to multiply by root 2. So how much is that? 4 root 2x divided by 2. Right? When we cancel it, it is 2 root x. Okay. I mean root 2 into x. Yes, Harita. What mistake do you think you did?
Sir, like I took the value of 4x as it is, like I didn't square it. That was the first mistake I did, sir. Then I rectified it.
Yeah, you should look carefully. I knew that those of you who know that it's 2 root 2a, they will assume that this thing as root 2a. Okay, right? So they don't do this. I mean generally they think in terms of a and root 2. Okay, for 45, and 90. And what if over here this 90 over it, I make this one as a. So they will have to essentially, to find these two, they will have to do root 2. Okay. That people are not that much hardwired to calculate. Okay. So, I mean, let's try to understand a few more things. Let's try to understand diagonal. Okay. Probably I should have covered in the beginning itself. This is also a very small concept. Okay. And we will not just restrict ourselves to 2D only. We would like to be prepared with, if at all any situation comes, any practical situation comes. Okay. This is your A, this is your A, this is your root 2A. Right, guys? Right now, the diagonal BD is equal to what? BCD. The diagonal BD is equal to what? Root under A square plus A square. Right? You don't have to remember this. Just try to understand. This is what the root under. This is a Pythagoras theorem. ABD is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So if you know it, that's even better. Okay. Without even doing all this shit, you can conclude it's root 2A. Okay. But if you don't know, in that case, you know the diagonal formula, root under L square plus B square. Over here, we are dealing with square, the length and breadth are both are same. That is why it is A square and A square. Okay. So root under 2A square, which is basically root 2A. Right, guys? Same thing over here. This is your length, this is your breadth. How much will be this? BD diagonal value. Tell me. Pythagoras theorem. You will do no L square plus B square is equal to BD square or diagonal D square. Let's assume this is a D. So in that case, let's write it as a D square. Okay. So that means D will be equal to root under L square plus B square. Right, boys? Are you with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Cool. And then there is a question to you. The question is that there is some construction going on in your home. Right? I will not write it. Or whatever the scenario is. Yeah. And they need a log. They needed a log of biggest or the highest length possible. Okay, the biggest or the highest length. Length possible. Okay. Right. And that log will be stored in your home. Okay. There can be multiple uses of those logs. Right, guys? So they needed a log of the biggest or the highest length possible, and that log needs to be stored in your home. Okay. That piece of wood is to be there in your home. And your home, the ground floor, okay, the veranda, the space which is usually completely clear, okay, is of 10 meters in length, 20 meters in breadth, and 30 meters in height. Now tell me, what is the biggest log that can be stored in your home? We are slightly moving towards 3D, but these are the practical questions that you will be asked in serious. And AFCAT guys, just be prepared with this. Again, this is just for the knowledge purpose. And if at all, if they want to surprise you, then you won't be caught unprepared in that case. Right. Quickly, guys, we got to now finish off the couple of these rest 2 slides as well. I mean, I'm sorry if the calculation is getting cumbersome, but you know the rules of this game, every one of you. Right, guys? Okay. Let me help you. So your home 10 meter, 20 meter and 30 meter length, breadth and height. Right guys? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So your home will not be square shaped or a rectangular shape because fields are in or of this shape. Right now? Right now, guys. Obviously your home will be a cuboid shape because I have given you length, breadth and height as well. And where exactly you will be storing your log? And so that the biggest log that can be fit. So it will obviously will be the diagonal. This is the log L that can be stored in the veranda. And what is the formula to find diagonal of a cuboid? Fast guys, fast. It's the same thing, boys and girls. Look, we had this L square plus B square. Okay, so over here, it's the same thing. L square plus B square plus H square. That's it. That's it is your answer. Got it, guys? So how much is that? 900
This thou.
plus, yeah, root under 1400. So 10 root 14. Can we, yeah, we cannot do anything about 10 root 14. No? Can we do?
No,
Okay.
sir.
And this is your what? It's a diagonal. So obviously it will be meter in length. Okay. So this one will be your answer. Right, guys?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay. In this, related to this question itself. Okay. A flag needs to be hoisted. Into the center. Okay. Over here. Right, guys? So there's a chap called Bunty. Okay. And that Bunty has got a ladder with him. Let's say, let me change the color. Okay, this also cool one. I'm just trying to make it all by myself. So if at all the calculation gets clumsy, do not abuse me. Okay, you can, but just trying to keep it in your mind. Yeah, that Bunty has a ladder. Okay, that ladder, he is using it over here. Okay, I mean, he has kept this ladder somewhere here. Okay, on the length, right? And this length is your 1 minute length, breadth, and height is your 330. Okay, this length is your 1. Okay, so OP is your 1. Okay, this is where he has placed his ladder. And the dimension of this square looking shape is It's not basically square. Okay, let's just go with just a square. Okay. It's like it's a square shaped apartment, has got 5 meter into 5 meter into 5 meter. The length, breadth, and height will be the same. That is the dimension. So you need to find out how much distance Bunty will be covering so as to hoist this flag over here on the top of the roof.
Repeat the question, please, sir.
Yes. So there's a chap called Bunty, okay, and he wants to hoist a flag, right, on his home, and he wants to hoist the flag. Let's make it a little bit easy. He wants to hoist the flag in this corner of his home. This is your flag, right? In this corner of your home. So how much distance? And he has got a ladder, and the base of the ladder is here. Okay, the base of the ladder is here. This is 1 meter from the O. So how much distance he will have to cover so as to reach the ladder? Sorry, so as to reach the flag and hoist the flag. Yeah. And the base of the ladder is on the length line. Yeah. I know it can be a little bit dicey to imagine in a 3D, some in a 2D format. Okay, I can understand that, but no worries. Let's try now. That's why I made it a little bit simple for you guys.
Route 26, sir.
Route 26. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Route 26. Yeah. Just the Pythagoras theorem, nothing else. Had he been here, then what would have been the case, Shruti? Think about it. And he wants to travel the shortest path. This is the shortest path. I mean, imagine a box. On the top of the box, you are trying to insert a pen. So pen will stand something like this. Okay. And there is an ant at the base of, at the length of the box, and it tries to take a particular path and tries to reach that pen or something that you have kept over here. Right. So how will that happen? Look, Shruti, I'm just continuing over here, and Harita, you also. And others as well, buddy. Yeah. Can you do it like this? Let's imagine this is your top of the box. This is the top of the box. At this point, the flag will be hoisted. This route 26 is the correct. Over here, now we are moving to the next scenario, wherein Bunty needs to hoist the flag between. Okay, I mean at the center. One moment. Yep. At this point, right, guys? At this point, now the flag is here. This is your flag. Okay, let's write it as that. This is how it will look. This will look from the top. Guys, those of you who are going to appear for PABT, pilot aptitude battery test, CPSS, computerized pilot selection system. Okay. They need to understand it. Okay. You will be asked in your examination, you will be given scenarios and so many questions. They will give you questions like, okay, this is the stack of bricks. How will this look from, if you look from this angle? From this angle. From this angle, how will it look? From behind, you will see how will it look. From here, how will it look? Okay. So this imagination, this power of imagination is very much important. Right, guys? Okay. If those of you who are unable to think, sharpen your thinking ability. Okay. I know you guys are here toiling over here in the class. That's why you guys are okay. I mean, you guys don't have problem. I mean, just saying. People, there are many people, those who are very much hardwired. Their mental faculty, their ability to think is has not been in proportion to their age. I would say that way. Okay. So they need to, fresh in a little bit effort on that front. So this is how it will look, guys, from the top. And we know that it's a 555 centimeters. So what will be this length? I mean, what will be, this will be 2.5 and this will be 2.5. Let's say this is diagonal. Very bad at drawing. I need to draw on the screen. This is your diagonal. Bunty will probably reach here at the top and then he will take this route. Right, guys? He will take this route, no? So in that case, 2.5 into root 2 will be this distance. Let's name it OP. OP is this much. And Shruti already found out that if the case was that he had to unfurl the flag over here, in that case, the answer would have been 26. Yes, obviously, because I have put this on the length itself. Okay, 1 meter from O. I mean, over here also I'm assuming OP. One second. OP QR. Let's mention it QR. Okay. So plus root 26. This is your basically answer. How much is that? You guys calculate and tell me. Guys, how much is that?
Doubt in that calculation, so like how to conclude that answer. Like it's coming around like root 26 plus root 31.25 meters.
Root 31? No,
Yes.
no, I did not get it. Please say again. Yeah.
Like adding both the roots, both the heights. First the ladder height and the next length, like how to add that one, because it is in the root term. Like I'm getting doubt in that. Sir.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, do you have any doubt as to this much of distance, 26, root under 26 distance he will be traveling to reach here? This point?
No, I don't any. No. That I am clear in that. So like in
how to add this?
Part.
This is adding part. Okay. One moment. You might not have any, short way over here, but root 5 is how much? Sorry, 5 square is 25, right? So let's just try and check. 5.1 is how much? 51, 5, 25, 5, 10, 0, 6. Okay, 2. So it is somewhere around 26. So we can simply conclude that this 26 is nothing but your 5.1. Right, Erika? 5.1 plus 2.5. Root 2 value 1.432. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you do it? I mean, I do not want to do it yet. Come on. I'm still feeling sleepy. Okay, anyways. Yeah. 25 is 5 square. So the next one you will try to write, okay, 5.1. It's still an approximate answer. It's not 100% correct answer, but the accuracy is somewhere around north of 95, 98%, right? So we can go ahead with this, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So with this, we reach the last slide for the day. Let's recap. Okay, we don't do this recap. Unfortunately, today I was not prepared with the PPT. So let's do some little bit of recap over here. The time is also running fast. Just 8 of us over here, no problem. Area, perimeter, diagonal. Okay. We are dealing with circle. Area is pi r square. Perimeter is 2 pi r. Do we have a diagonal for a circle? No. Okay. Square area is square. Perimeter for a diagonal. How much? Root 2 into a. Rectangle area a into b. 2 into a plus b is a perimeter. And diagonal root a square plus b square, or root l square plus b square, whichever way you want to say. Okay. And what else did we cover? Apart from this,
Triangles.
yes, triangles. Triangles. The triangles. Area is half base into height, or basically half bh sine theta, ab half ab sine theta, or the Heron's formula s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay, this is the other thing we studied over here, right? What else did we study? We touched upon little bit upon 30, 60, 90, right? If the sides behind 30, sorry, sides opposite to 30 is 1, the 90 opposite will be 2. And what will be 60 opposite? Root 3 by 2. Right, guys? Then we also studied little bit of 45, 45, 90 as well. So if side, the length of side opposite to 45 is 1, the other 45 will also be 1, because the sides opposite to equal angles will be same, and the opposite to 90 will be how much? Root 2. Right, Harika, root 2.
Yes, sir.
You made that mistake because over here I gave you 2. You were hardwired to think that this and all are, this is basically root 2. Okay, so you made that calculation error. You were supposed to do 2 by root 2. I mean, whatever that number was over there. Right, 2 by root 2.
Yes, sir.
And a little bit touched upon the cube as well. Okay, the diagonal of the cube. Diagonal of the cube will be how much? Look, we can derive the diagonal of the cube from cuboid. We basically length square plus breadth square plus height square. Over here, all these are same. That means 3l square. That means root 3l will be the diagonal of a cube. Right, guys? Did we miss anything? We did a few of the badass questions as well. And we studied this. Did we study? Diagonal we a little bit touched. Yeah. And we studied a little bit about the equilateral triangle as well. Okay. Equilateral triangle we studied. And in that equilateral triangle, the perpendicular is same as the median. What is median? Median is a line, okay, which divides the opposite sides into two equal parts. Okay, perpendicular Means it will be perpendicular, but it need not be equal. Okay. And altitude, it can be like this also, altitude. Right? Okay. So these, with this much of elaboration, you might not need in examination. At max, expect one question from area and perimeter, or they might do something else. They might tell you, yeah, there's a farmer. He wants to extend the length of the, he bought more land and he extended the length by 10% and he extended the breadth by another 20%. Okay. So how much is the total increase? So by asking this question, they are also covering the area and also the percentage. Right, guys? So do not think in silos.